Quick little snack at 3 a.m. because who needs breakfast at 3 a.m.? Well, a little wait for my Lyft driver. Badabunde, I think is his name. Her name? I don't know. We'll find out. What's up, man?
I'm good, and you, sir?
Oh, it's in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to wake up. How about you?
Same here. You can't help it, just have to do what you gotta do.
Oh, yeah. Smell the way. Whew. So naturally, being first in line, you get strip searched. Man, there were some cold hands in some dark places. Nah, just kidding. It's actually pretty warm. No, I did not get strip searched, just kidding. Now we're just kind of sitting, there's like literally like almost no one here, so. Now we just wait for 2 miserable hours and then we just get on the plane and go. I'll see you when that happens. Now leaving Mexico City. Next stop, Monterrey. Buenos días. So far, we've been up since 3:30. Flight left at 6 a.m. to Mexico City. In Mexico City, where I'm at now we're gonna go to Monterrey, to which we'll proceed to take a bus from Monterrey to Saltillo and then hopefully get picked up by a family member. This was all last second, so. And then I guess we'll start making calls and looking at buses. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to take a nap because I am pretty tired. Gracias. So we made it to Monterrey. That's the airport behind me. And just waiting on the bus. I think the bus arrives right around 1:20, or it's supposed to leave at 1:20. I'm pretty sure the prices went drastically up on those. That or I got ripped off, so one of the two. Not too bad though. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a 2-hour bus drive all the way to my hometown, where I'll be picked up by probably one of my uncles or one of my cousins. I'm not 100% sure. So we are on the bus, and it'll be another 2 hours. And I did not get ripped off. Turns out that was the price all along, so I don't feel too bad now. Alright, so we made it. Parked somewhere around here, so. There he is. Pido rice! Buenas donas! Alright, so end of day one. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of already know at this point, not only am I exhausted, but all the buses that I was looking at literally like sold today or like last night. So it's a little frustrating. I mean it's kind of nuts to just go to another country and then just hope that the vehicle is there. So Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking at a lot of other vehicles. In the running is I guess in the US they know them as the Golf GTI. It's a 1984 Golf GTI, or here it's called Caribe GTI, which is absolutely clean. I mean, mint condition, 120,000 kilometers, which I think is like 70,000 miles. If the guy answers the phone, that would be a sweet one to bring home. Also looking at a VW Brasilia. You probably saw that photo on Instagram if you follow me. Again, just go ahead and follow me on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. Yeah, I really want to start editing tonight, but I'm so wasted, like mentally, that I think I'm just gonna have to edit these when I get back into the US. So there's a lot of footage that I'm gonna have to go through once I get home. But so good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or, I mean, I guess in this video I'll see you in the next minute or in the next video. So catch y'all later. Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Got a successful call this morning. White VW bus. He's about, I don't know, close to $1,000 over what I want to pay. Or really, I just brought a certain amount of cash because I didn't want to spend more than that. So we'll see. We're gonna see it this morning. We're gonna have some good old Mexican breakfast. So stoked about that. And later after that, we'll go check it out. So I guess we'll catch y'all here in a second.
Oh, thanks. Mira, llevo el sanitizante. Todos que vamos a saludar. Nosotros una carramblón y no se lavan la mano.
So that one was it used to be a panel VW bus. The guy was asking more than I have, but the engine, the transmission, absolutely flawless. Worked great. That we're about $1,000 apart. That I understand why he's asking that money. I didn't bring that kind of cash with me, so we're gonna keep looking. We're gonna go hit a shop. We're gonna go hit a shop real quick and ask around to see if they know anyone else that has one for sale. Gotta keep on looking.
Una hora después.
Alright, so checked out with the shop, and they had some contacts. Man, I just missed the bus that he had for sale. He was right at the price point that I wanted. It was so clean, and it's actually like in central Mexico now, so the guy drove it a long ways, and I totally just missed out on that opportunity. It just kind of upsets me, but it's just kind of like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? That's just life. So back to the drawing board again, and the Brasilia, we're gonna go check out the Brasilia tomorrow morning if I don't find anything today. And looking at VW bugs as well at this point. Anything VW that's old, like 95 and earlier, and then yeah, we'll see. Oh man, what a mess. But so it's been fun, but a little stressful because I need a vehicle to come back in. So I'm gonna go back and get on Facebook Marketplace and other pages and continue looking. So let's go. All right, so we're going to go look at this VW bug. It's been stretched down, chopped down, kind of gangster looking, rad rod, hot rod, I don't know. So we're about to go check it out and see how it goes. So I guess we'll see y'all when we get there. Well, we've been looking for one major part of the day and have come empty-handed. Everything we looked at is either too new or too beat up, or they just want too much money for them. So the one that I went to look at earlier, I'll probably show pictures here in a second. The work that they did to it was just not done very well. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna take that chance. So anyways, I guess we'll have to continue looking. Ando adoptando toda la carne. Nomás en Mexico. So we are going to round 3. We're gonna find another lot where they have a couple vehicles at, and hopefully we find something there. At this point, I'm just kind of open to whatever old VW I find. and it's been pretty rough finding anything that was anywhere decent, and if not, they were just asking too much money. So here we go, one more time, and let's see what happens. Honestly, don't know what to expect at this point. Cars that were so abundant here when I used to live here, not quite the case anymore. So we'll see. Found a couple ones online that seem pretty decent, so we're gonna go check out, and if not, come regroup, and then I guess till tomorrow. So it's been a beat down today, so we'll see what we find.
2 hours later.
We struck out on that last lot. We're going to another lot. So ¿Quién pompo? ¿Quién pompo? ¿Quién pompo el bochito? ¿Quién pompo?
Estos son... No, es este. Pequeño, ¿no?
Sí, era ese.
Ah, sí.
Sí.
Aquí está, míralo.
Oh, este es otro, ¿no?
¿Quién sabe?
A few moments later.
Una 250.
Sí, ¿no? Cámara.
Ya voy.
2 hours later.
Stroke out again. Ya valió. Pues sí. So today's the day. Ooh, I have low battery. Today's the day. We're gonna buy something. It's either gonna be a Volkswagen Bug or a Volkswagen Bus. If it's the bus, there's some welding that needs to be done because they did a food truck conversion on it, which I need to get rid of that. So, and then a little bit of paint. So we'll see what happens. So fingers crossed, because I have to have something to go back tomorrow. Yeah. And it has a nice little stereo, which I don't know if it works. Probably doesn't work. That's AC and heat. I doubt that it works. Well, the fan works. No guarantee that any of that stuff works. If air's coming out, I have no idea where it's coming out from. This is not from this vent. Never mind. It is coming from that vent. It's not a lot of air though. Not a lot of airflow. Todo lo que le agregaron allá atrás es lo que viene haciendo ruido. So far the test drive is going pretty well. I let him drive because he's actually driven multiple buses in his day. And so I don't know what the transmission or the clutch or any of that's supposed to feel like on these vehicles. So it is a 94 food truck conversion. You can see kind of what they did there. All that bar, that all has to go. Probably paint the interior, the back there black. I think the roof was kind of cut out a little bit too, so it would raise the roof. So I have to bring that back down and weld it back together. So shouldn't be a big deal, I hope. It's pretty straightforward. So if the price is right, we have a lot of work to do today because this thing has to leave with me tomorrow morning. So it's about 10 a.m. right now. So late start to the day, not ideal, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh man. Well, test drive's over, so I guess we'll let you know how it goes. So that was a bust. Bus needed a little bit more work than we anticipated, so they cut the roof so it'd be a pop-up in order to, like, again, it was a food truck at one point, so the metal is too thin to be welded on, so we couldn't weld the roof back onto it. And the other thing as well was that the odometer doesn't work, and neither does the speedo. It was missing the door handle I mean the window handle, like old school, you know, window lever on the right side. The left door didn't open from the outside, but it did from the inside. The rear door was missing. The handle was chopped off, so it's kind of hard to open the sliding door. Missing a gas cap, and the paint job was kind of a poor paint job, but I mean that doesn't really matter if you're gonna use it for camping or, you know, living that van life. That was kind of a bummer, because I'm like, my heart has always been set on a on a bus, and looks like that's not gonna happen on this trip. But it kind of happens. I mean, I gave myself, you know, 3-4 days to find one, come here, and just kind of put that pressure on myself to make it happen, and it looks like it's not going to happen. So we'll see. Maybe I'll end up with a bug, maybe I'll end up with a bus, but I know most people voted for a bus on my Instagram, so I appreciate y'all's votes. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen, but there's always a next one. We'll see how this bug does, you know, once I sell it. If it does well, then I'll be back here trying it again and trying to find a bus. They probably have a bigger budget to find a nicer bus. They've definitely gone up in value since I lived here, which was like 10 years ago. So anyways, we're gonna go home, regroup, and then go to this other place to find a look at this 1994 bug. So catch y'all when we're back on the road again.
One eternity later.
Alright, so we're in Arteaga, which is a lot of people know it as the Magic Village. At least that's how they advertise themselves. It's about 15 minutes outside of town. And it's beautiful out here, mountains. It's just, you know, it just looks nice out here. So we're gonna look at this VW bug that you probably saw on Instagram. So we did it.
Me diste miedo, Juan.
¿Por qué?
Si lo sabes manejar. Y yo creo.
Pues ya veremos.
Valiendo, man.